So if you let someone else borrow your car in California, there are some important laws that you should know about. I know this is a common scenario. If you have a car, sometimes you have a family member or a friend, they need to borrow it. Sometimes they need to borrow it for a couple of days. You might not be thinking about what would happen if that person gets into a crash. Are you going to be on the hook? And often what happens is the person who's borrowing the car doesn't have insurance. So the only insurance on the vehicle is the one that you purchased. You may learn after an accident that the person driving the car is not on your insurance policy, and now your insurance company doesn't want to pay or cover the accident. There's a couple things you should know. In California, first of all, the owner of the vehicle, if you're just letting someone borrow it, their liability is capped at $15,000 or $30,000 for multiple people for bodily injury and $5,000 for property damage. That means that if your friend crashes the car, that's the cap of liability that you have as the owner of the vehicle, someone who is not driving it. So if you give the vehicle to somebody that has a bad driving history, or worse, if they were drunk or high at the time that you allowed them to drive your car, you can be on the hook for more than the 15,000 or the limit. You could be on the hook for all the damages under what's called negligent entrustment. And that's basically saying that, hey, you should not have given the car to this person in the first place, given their condition or history. In that case, you could be personally liable for a lot more. How to protect yourself. First, it's a good idea if you're going to let someone borrow your car to make sure that they have insurance of their own. That'll protect them in the event that they get in a car accident. Because if they don't, you're going to be the one that's going to be responsible. If you want to read more about what laws apply and how much liability you could be on the hook for, I'll put a link in the description with more information and links to the code sections.